you say, hey, my name is ARREIS, and you're listening to Successfully Unsigned.
Yes, of course, my honor. Hi, I'm ARREIS, and you're listening to Successfully Unsigned.
Yes.
Welcome to a special short episode for you. In fact, we have 2 special short episodes just for you this week. This episode is a 6-minute post-show interview with local artist ARREIS. You get the raw take and emotions from right after her performance and get a chance to see who she is as an artist, along with some teasers for some music she has coming up next and a teaser for her Nashville Battle of the Bands, which is in the works right now. This is an episode you're not going to want to miss, and if you enjoy it, hit that like, subscribe, share, rate us, and message us with who you would like to see interviewed next. And also, don't forget to check out this week's other episode with Breeze.
We are here. Welcome to Successfully Unsigned. We are here with ARREIS. She just finished up her set. Girl,
Thank you.
Your vocals are... You didn't seem like you were out of breath at all. You have this nice, rich tone.
Thank you.
Even just in your speaking voice, have you ever done ASMR?
No, but I should. No, you're totally right. I am a runner, and so when you run, and then
a lot that cardio singer.
Yes, exactly. You got to get the cardio so that then when you're jumping up and down, you can still do anything.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So thank you so much,
of
Patrick.
Course. Yeah, feeling like with this performance, getting to kind of almost make it your own and kind of make your own decisions with it.
Honestly, I think this is the best time that my whole entire show has gone. A lot of feedback from the audience thus far has been this is your best show. You sounded great. The band was so tight. The vibe was so high because of the more experiential elements. Having an intro, having good lighting, having things that are elevating the overall experience. Ever since I came to Nashville, I was always performing an elevated performance to me. You know, I was always I'm gonna do costume changes. I'm gonna look hot. I'm gonna be a little bit different for the independent music scene here. You know, and because I don't like, this can go on the record, I don't like writers' rounds. I don't like the
period. We just talked about that. I hate writers' rounds.
They're so boring. And unless you know everybody on the bill and you can banter or harmonize with one another, it's kind of just lame, and you're just okay, great. Right, let's stop. Let's do more shows. Let's have more experiential things like this. So ever since I started, I was always I want to do full band shows as much as I can, as much as my pocket will allow. And so I think that the ARREIS experience has always been this. It just gets a little bit better every time, because it's just another practice, and you just keep practicing. You just keep going out there until you one day are there, and you look back and you're like, wow, I did it. I made it. All these things, So.
Well, one thing that you said that really struck me, I literally pulled out my phone and wrote it down, is that you talked about how, or you said they always say play every dive bar like an arena and play every arena like a dive bar. I really like that. And then you said I get to kind of do both here, but just the idea that you're okay, when you're an artist, you got to put all of yourself into it.
Absolutely. And the reason I say that is because my biggest inspiration is Lady Gaga, and that's a Lady Gaga quote. So I can't take too much.
I can see that.
I can't take too much credit for it. But the thing is that it's an ideal that I've always held close to me, because the people that I look up to that came before me also held that ideal, And I think that as an artist, my biggest thing, the most important, paramount ideal in the ARREIS sphere, that's what we call it. That's what we call the fandom, the ARREIS sphere.
Love it.
Is that I want to play as much as possible, and I want to be consistent and passionate and good every time I play, because that's the thing that I enjoy the most. I'm a performer at heart. I want to just give you everything that I went through writing it, but to create a space for then you to step right into and put your own emotions there too.
I really liked how you said, all of us, there's space for all of us, to be artists, and the way to be successful is to lift each other up. We do not need to keep doing the competition and the pettiness and dragging each other down. So I really appreciate you saying that, because that's so important.
No, I think it is obviously important, but I feel like Nashville, I've been here for 3 years now. And I see so much weird gatekeepiness from so many different people that are above me. And I don't necessarily know what gave them the right or the audacity, sometimes. And I just look around at all the really talented people that are successful and unsigned and are grinding and are doing the thing that they want to do and are very passionate about it. And the people that aren't as good or are just above you and all they have that is more than you is status are keeping you in your place. And unless you get into their good graces for one reason or another, then you're signed, or then you're this or that, and or they picked you and you blew up on TikTok, or you put a lot of money behind it. And I think that the more that we make the awareness there that is the gatekeeping is what is happening, the more that we can all band together and be like, well, we don't need them then, you know?
Agreed 100%. And going off of that, you're starting to battle the bands, correct?
Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, you did your research.
I did my research. Well,
your
I
research.
want to talk to you more about it because my co-host Dale has done his own Battle of the Bands in Murfreesboro the past 3 years.
Battle of the Bands is exactly, we are uplifting that. We are saying we want a new competition in the city that is going to be, you know, Nashville local indie bands basically that are not signed, that want to, you know, start playing more and establish themselves more in the live scene, make a space for a non-country live scene that's really, really rocking like it was 10, 15, 20 years ago, you know? I feel like there are so many cool bands that came up in the scene, like Paramore is from here, Cage the Elephant, like all these things, and I'm like, where are the cool rock bands, you know, coming back? And so I think that like there is room for it, just like there's room for all of us, and the more, if I can do anything to make that happen, that's what I want.
Okay, what's next?
What's next? I'm gonna go in the studio. I'm gonna finish the EP. Like my first album is called Blindside, but I'm debating whether or not I want to take it down. But either way, I'm redoing it, and I'm doing a Blindside EP, and that will be coming out over the summer. So stay tuned for announcements on that. I'm shortening it to 5 songs instead of 12, and actually 6, but there's gonna be a new one too. Okay. So that's really exciting.
So, like she said, go follow her. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, so fun. Thank you, Patrick.